everyone. I am here today to talk to you about maternity clothes. I'm currently 30 weeks pregnant, so third trimester belly bump here. I am of two mindsets personally when it comes to maternity clothes and when I was earlier in my pregnancy thinking about buying maternity clothes. On the one hand, I am doing a lot of work. My body is growing a whole human, and that is hard, and I deserve to feel comfortable and confident and have clothes that fit my body as it grows, and supports me doing what I need to do in my life. Basically, I deserve this. But then my frugal Midwestern brain kicks in and she's like, what are you talking about? Like, you literally don't really go anywhere or do anything. You're mostly just sitting at home in sweats the whole time anyway. So why would you spend a bunch of money on clothes that you can't wear literally any other time other than right now when you have this massive belly? So that's kind of where I'm at, and I've been torn between those two sides for pretty much the whole pregnancy in terms of what maternity clothes I was going to buy, what was not necessary, and kind of what I was going to do with that whole thing. It's also worth noting that I personally have never been someone who was like into fashion. I I'm the kind of person that goes shopping like once every 2 years. I literally have clothes that I still wear regularly that I bought upwards of 10 years ago back in college from Goodwill. So like that is normal, Kara. And so that's the other piece of this, is that I just don't necessarily care about fashion or buying new things or having new clothes. I prefer to, again, go shopping maybe once every 2 years, buy a bunch of stuff, and then have outfits and pieces of clothing that I know I can rely on, that fit me well, that are comfortable, and then just wear those every day of my life. So that is how I normally am with clothes. There's nothing wrong with liking clothing and having that be like a creative expression. Some people are like that and get a lot of joy out of picking out new pieces and putting together new outfits. I have just never been one of those people. So that's kind of the other piece to this whole thing when I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what do I really need for maternity clothes? What do I want to spend money on? And then also, like, how much do I even care about this whole thing? Because pregnancy is temporary. So ultimately, the deciding factor for me was that I knew that I was going to have to be traveling for work at least once or twice at this stage in my pregnancy, where I would have to be in the presence of actual people in an office setting. So my normal work from home outfit, which is just sweatpants and like baggy t-shirts every day, was out. And I needed to have at least a few items of clothing that I could wear that made some presentable outfits that I could comfortably wear to work the times that I did have to go. So that's kind of where my decision ultimately came from, to yes, buy at least a handful of maternity items that were different from just like the clothes that I normally wear, which, by the way, everything I'm wearing right now is not maternity specific. So I have this like tank top, not a maternity tank top. Does it fit me? Awesome. No. Does it fit me? Yes. And this is just obviously a little sweater that I pull over. I'm wearing sweatpants. So this is, pretty standard me, and not actually technically maternity clothes, but a lot of my clothes still are workable. Many of them are not, mind you, but a lot of them are still kind of something that I can wear if I make kind of some adjustments. So first up is pants. I did not buy any maternity jeans. I did buy one pair of maternity sweatpants, which are very similar to normal sweatpants. I call these my nicer sweats. They're very soft and lightweight and comfortable. And I think they are technically a maternity brand. They're the same brand as the rest of the stuff that I bought. So I have these. They're slim fit at the bottom. And these are styled in such a way that I can turn them into some more like casual outfits, like actual outfits, versus some of my other sweatpants, which these have like, you can see like a zipper at the bottom, so they're more like athletic wear, and a lot of my other sweatpants have like college logos on them and things like that, so they're not things that I can turn into actual outfits, whereas these kind of were. So I thought that that would be a good investment, and I have made some like casual going out, hanging out, lounging type outfits that I feel like I can wear in front of other people out of this pair of pants. So for jeans, I am someone who wears a lot of outfits with jeans. I like jeans in normal life, but I didn't want to have to spend money on maternity jeans because that just seems so silly to me. So I did use, this is just a pair of my normal jeans, I did use the hair tie trick for as long as I possibly could to expand the waistline of all of my jeans. And that worked for a good long while, probably up until, I don't know, like 20 weeks of pregnancy. So like, yeah, a good long while I was able to just do that, and that kind of kept me covered. It was fine as long as I had shirts that were like long enough to hide the fact that my pants are not zipped up. No one would even know the difference. So it was not a big deal. I did buy a belly band. So this is upside down. So this goes kind of over your pants. You just wear it. It's just a little band that goes around your waist. It's got a little like kangaroo pouch for your belly. And it can go, you can leave your pants like totally unbuttoned and unzipped and just slide this over it, and it kind of holds everything in place so your pants aren't falling down, and kind of hides the fact that you're not like wearing actual pants that are closed. So this, I thought I would wear more than I did. I bought this early on in preparation of when I would outgrow the hair tie trick for my jeans, because I know how much I love jeans, and I was scared I was not going to be able to wear kind of a staple of my outfit just for going out and about and stuff, running errands. So I did buy this. I thought I would wear it more than I have, but I actually discovered a different trick that I've been using since then, which I think for me personally is more comfortable than the belly band, which can feel a little tight. So I will show that to you later. So this is the pants trick that I was talking about. I have leggings on because otherwise you can see my underpants. I wouldn't normally wear the leggings under my jeans, but literally I just tuck the corners of the pants in, and that's it. I wear it like this, and as long as your shirt is long enough to cover it, you can't even tell. Secret. Actually, all of this stuff hanging up behind me I bought at Target. I did look online several times at maternity clothing, got very frustrated. I just am not an online shopper normally for clothing. I like to see things and feel things and put them on my body and see what they look like before buying them. I hate the return process of having to ship stuff back. I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy, but for me that is such a pain. So normally I'm not a big online shopper anyway, and then especially with maternity clothes, I was like, I don't understand. I don't even understand what's going on with like my body day to day, frankly. Like, let's start there. But then second, how does the sizing work? Like, they're like, oh, get your pre-pregnancy size, and I'm like, my pre-pregnancy size like totally depends on the brand and the item of clothing, and like I've worn, extra small, small, and medium. Some things I even buy in a large because I like having a slightly bigger, like baggier look on like that particular type of item. So I don't know, it's just for me, I didn't feel like I could just like, oh, pick your size, okay, and like order it and have it fit and have me like it. So I gave up on that whole thing. We went to Target one time. I bought all of this stuff. It's all the same brand. I think it's Target's like in-house maternity brand. Isabel Maternity, yeah. So that is all of this stuff is that same brand. To start, I picked out 3 t-shirts, which are neutral. Yeah, it's the same t-shirt. One in black, this white stripe, and this gray. So these, I was like, get me stuff that I can mix and match, get me things that I can pair with other things and kind of make little outfits out of. I can wear like different colored, sweaters over them or cardigans over them or flannels over them and have a bunch of different outfits. So that was my thinking when I bought these, and they've been great. Good staple pieces. I recommend any pregnant person buys a couple things like this. They're very flattering, again, because they are designed to be worn by pregnant people. So they have the space for the bump. They help emphasize the bump. They look great. No complaints about these. I'm happy that I have them. The other basic kind of piece that I bought was just this slightly different maternity shirt, less of a t-shirt style, a little bit dressier. It's got the buttons. Same concept. It's got the, belly thing, the ruching down the side to kind of emphasize the bump and make that a little bit prettier. So I don't know. I've worn that a lot too. Same thing. It's a nice kind of almost neutrally olive green color, so I can mix and match it with a lot of different stuff in my closet that I already have to make a lot of different types of outfits, which is my whole goal with all of this. This is going well. And then I did decide to buy 2 maternity dresses. Again, the reason for that is I was looking for things that I would be able to wear in an office if I did have to travel for work and be in an office a couple times when I was, very pregnant. These 2 dresses in particular, I picked out specifically because they seem to have a lot of different layering options with other clothes that I already have in my closet. So again, I could get a lot of different outfits out of just 2 pieces of clothing. And the other thing I liked about these 2 dresses specifically was I felt like I could very easily dress them up or down, depending again on what I kind of wore with them. So that they could be a little more dressy or a little more casual, and I thought I would get a lot more use and wear out of them, which ultimately I'm very happy with. I think that these were good purchases as well. I think that some folks like to buy, go all out with some dressy, and maybe if I had an occasion, I would have gone all out with some kind of very formal dress, in a maternity style dress, but I didn't have any special events that were happening or anything like that. So for me, dresses that could be dressed up or down were kind of perfect for me. And these are both very comfortable too. They've got like stretchy material, that same brand, Isabel Maternity, that I got at Target. And the comfort of the dresses, like it's something that I find myself able to wear all day without feeling like I want to rip my clothes off, which a lot of other clothing besides my like sweatpants and baggy t-shirts, I do find myself after a few hours, I'm like, oh my god, get me out of this, whatever it is. Like it's just kind of tight and restrictive and very uncomfortable. But with these dresses, I find that they are pretty easy to wear for a whole day without feeling like you're dying. So yeah, these are my maternity clothes. I think I'm gonna do a little fashion show now and show you some like outfits and how I would wear these day to day. Ultimately, like I said, I've been very happy with all of these purchases that I made. I feel like it was exactly right for me. I know every person is gonna be different in, again, how much joy do you get from the clothing that you wear and putting together new outfits and having different kind of fun, flattering clothes to wear each day, to how much do you want to spend And, you know, 3, what are you going to be wearing these clothes for? Like, what does your lifestyle require you to have? For me, this was the right level of maternity clothing. I'm glad I didn't buy anything more. I didn't need anything more. I'm getting a lot of use out of all of these pieces that I bought, and I will continue to for the rest of my pregnancy. These are even things that, again, they're not necessarily going to go out of style. So if I do end up having more kids in the future and I'm going through this pregnancy thing again at some point down the road, I think I could still pull these out of my closet, assuming I'm not, you know, a drastically different size, and wear these again. What works for me isn't necessarily what's going to work for everybody else, but this has been a good level for me, and I'm really happy with all these purchases. So let's do a fashion show.